even if you have a man and a woman, and that's the relationship you've seen all your life, and you grew up and you said, you know what, I'm going to go into politics, I'm going to defend my country, I'm going to whatever, and you choose to go into a group of women who's sacrificing their femininity to embody a masculine energy to protect their whatever it is kingdom, they can't have a man, because guess what? That would mean they will have to denounce their masculine that they pledge to arise in themselves down. So they can't have a masculine because they know regardless, we have power. We have a feminine power. You have a masculine power. We understand the dynamics that what you bring, but in order for a relationship to really work, you have to know what your queen is bringing. In order to run a kingdom, that's in relationship and that's in politics. Right. That's in relationships, period. That's in relationship.
I love.
That's in chess, checkers. You need to know who is you. You got to know how to.
You said something, man, that made great sense. You can have one man, 4 women in a house together. Works. One man head of the household, all that. You can't do that with women. You can't have 5 dudes in the house with 1 woman. Who's the head? Who's leading? They're going to be fighting this. It will not work. It can't
there
work.
There are queens that had multiple husbands and they function.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah,
look it up. Do your research. I can Google it.
What if the queen appoints everyone to have a position?
Yeah, but
you're head of this. You're head of that.
Exist.
That's what he's doing.
There's
that's
pecking
what
orders
he's doing.
in life. There's pecking orders in life. So if she's a queen. But but what we're talking about is that like the type of person that he described, a man who checks off all the boxes, is like that's a king, right?
But not everybody's a can.
But that's why I'm not disagreeing with you. That's why I'm not. Did I disagree with y'all? I didn't disagree with y'all. That's why I said. That's why I'm telling my fellow gentlemen here that just because not everybody is a king, which I agree with you, that there are men, to your point, who will be able to be okay with that. And also to your point, the only way I can see it in my life, from my perspective, a man being okay with that is if he already got his main and you just a jump or you. That's why.
Or he's bisexual, because at that point he would be able to bring in another guy. Yeah, no, but hey, I'm just saying.
I don't know nothing about that.
Then there'll be multiple guys because at that point, there'll be multiple guys because at that point she's like, okay, well, you're attracted to me, but you're also attracted to him, so it would work.
I just see it the way I think of it is exactly how you put it. Is that like when I think of having a quote unquote like roster of women, it's like it's a you got your main, your number 1, your 2, your 3, and then your 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on how your roster, how long your money is. You don't care what 8 doing. I'm just keeping it a band with you, but you got 8 for whenever you need. But 8, you may not holler at her for like 3, 4, 5 months. And she already she doing whatever she doing with her man, her husband. She may even have a baby. But, you call 8, that's just the way I see it.
And then the whole purpose of a polygamous relationship is to build.
It's exactly.
So it doesn't matter if it's a male or a female. Someone is going to be the leader and appoint who to run. For men who is seen only men be leaders, it's hard to see a concept of a woman being that powerful. But I'm telling you, darling, we know who it's real.
Queen Bathsheba. You know who Bathsheba is.
I would challenge.
Who Bathsheba is.
I would challenge that with people just to name me one matriarch society that's actually successful ever in history.
It's a different topic.
Ever. Is it?
I don't know.
Is it? No, I'm just
saying. It is a different topic, low key.
Did we?
It is. She changed. Nola.
No.
She pivoted.
I'm just saying that. Like, if we're gonna say that you can't see a woman leading, I'm saying, okay, let's see how women lead. Let's look up and just find us one matriarch society that is actually successful and have flourished and have won wars and have actually built a society.
So is that the basis?
No. Listen, see, listen. Hold on.
We gotta stick on relationships.
No. We're there. But what I'm saying is, she said, I was just responding to her comment about women being able to lead.
I know that we're not interrupting each other, but let me jump in here because I think you're so committed to this point that you're not opening the doors for what's really happening in the world. I understand this is patriarchal. I know that men are so-called running things, right? I understand that the majority of these relationships does have a male at the center. What I'm saying to you is just because that's the dominant thing doesn't mean that the others don't exist, and they do. And even if you did research, let me look up to see. It might not be on the internet. But I've seen them on the internet. I've seen them online. And it's really, this conversation is really a matter of open-mindedness and saying, you know what? I'm not sure. I've never seen it, but it's probably out there, and I'm comfortable with that. I don't know why we're pushing back against something that we're saying we're never seen.
We're in 2024. Let's be realistic. There's a new weirdo every day, right? This new ish that you're like, I didn't even think that was possible, but you saw it and you're like, I'm done with the world. Like, because it's just nothing. You just can't put nothing past nobody.
Be the
you
light.
don't know what people are doing behind closed doors. What
Be the
they're
change you want to
practicing,
see.
You know what I'm saying? So
change your community.
Because if we are gonna base your views up on political sense, then we won't find, at least based off of my knowledge, we won't find what you're looking for. Because if we're gonna look at Woman King, because you made a reference, you know, one of their pledges, which Woman King is real. It's based off of a real Dahomey tribe from Africa. That's a real thing. We're genuine. Okay. But however, the problem is they made a vow not to have men. So you won't find that. However, if you're talking about relationships, so we can't put those two together. Right. Because when it comes to politics and ruling a kingdom or a government, we can't.
It starts in the home.
It's different. No. Because then you choose after that. Life is all about choices.
It starts in the home. Get your priorities straight. It starts in the home. Family first.
Okay, but it starts with a relationship. So you can, we'll go on that later.
The world is changing.
But
and not everybody's cool with that.
And everything develops differently. So if even if you have a man and a woman, and that's the relationship you've seen all your life, and you grew up and you said, you know what? I'm going to go into politics. I'm going to defend my country. I'm going to whatever. And you choose to go into a group of women who's sacrificing their femininity to embody a masculine energy to protect their whatever it is, kingdom. They can't have a man, because guess what? That would mean they will have to denounce their masculine that they pledge to arise in themselves down. So they can't have a masculine, because they know regardless, we have power. We have a feminine power. You have a masculine power. We understand the dynamics that what you bring, but in order for a relationship to really work, you have to know what your queen is bringing. Right. In order to run a kingdom, that's in relationship and that's in politics. Right. That's in relationships, period.
Vetting process.
Those are two totally different things.
Vetting process.
Yeah. Chess checkers. You need to know who you gotta know how to.
Yes, girl. Yes.
You gotta know.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I love how people premise things and they start off a sentence with "It's 2024."
I mean, it is.
Hold on. Yeah, I digged all that, right? But you know what's crazy? We're the only mammals on the planet who don't understand that pussycats do pussycat things, dogs do dog things, and then we feel like we need to be so sophisticated sometimes, like we about to change the game up, and like you're about to make a man's mission any different. We are wilding out here. Like, are we? I'm not.
No, say that again. Y'all are wilding out here in these streets.
Hold on one second.
Listen, hold on. I'm not done. I'll let y'all cook. I'll let y'all finish your thoughts, and y'all gonna do the same. Y'all gonna give me this. You gonna afford me the same respect, right? That's all I need. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't want people to like. I'm not gonna go ahead and try to kill the whole Woman King situation, right? That right there was a completely fabricated story. It's been documented.
Parts of it.
It's been documented.
Get off it. Get off it. Get off it. Get off it.
I'm going to leave it there.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave it there. Anyone who don't believe me, just
He's
watch.
right. Parts
Go ahead
of
and
it.
dig it.
Yeah.
The parts of it. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Now,
I'm going right past that. I'm going right past
it's
that.
getting good.
I'm going right past it.
Cook.
But what I'm trying to say is that us as humans, right? We haven't really changed, right? There's evolution, there's certain things, there's technology that changes, but it's always been the same thing. There's still Jezebels, right? There's still Jacobs. No matter how you look at it, it's the same thing. It's a different story, but it's the same thing. Like we try to make it as if this is some type of evolution and everything. But when you look at it, we've started to change it. We tried to change things. We tried to change the dynamic, and we tried this whole power struggle. Women do have power. You damn right about that. Women have power.
Misused.
You have power in your femininity, but you know what? You're using it wrong.
Thank you.
You're listening slow.
Yes.
And that's the problem right here.
You're right.
Y'all-
You're right.
Biting the apple.
We do have power.
Listen, let me tell you
And
something.
a lot
can
of
get
women
man
are
to
not-
do everything for you.
You know
Listen,
what? Give me a high
hold on,
five.
yes.
No, seriously.
Hold on, time out. Let me
My
tell you
mom
something.
said
Let me tell
the
you something.
same
You
thing.
can get a man. You can get a man
It's true.
to do everything for you.
Yes.
What you have to understand about men is that men want to serve women in his family. That's how we really feel. That makes us feel good when we are able to provide for our family and give them everything that they want.
That makes you
That
feel,
makes
yeah.
us feel better.
Right.
Like for my wife, all I want to do is make sure she is good. Look, I've done retired her for the last 10 years. All I want to do is make sure her life easy. She can rest easy. My kids can rest easy. My kids got
Ooh,
college.
generational
This
wealth.
is what
Come
I love
on.
to do. This is what I live for. I live for my family, right? But if she wasn't resting in her femininity, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Right? So your power is in your femininity, not in your masculinity. And that's the problem. That's where women get it wrong. They think that they become more powerful when you are masculine. That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But they had to be.
More powerful when you rest in your goddamn femininity. Can we talk about
he
it for a
preaching
second?
right now.
Hold
He
up.
preaching.
Can you rest in your femininity? Look, I'm going to put you in position too. I'm going to make your life easy. Anything that I can do to elevate you, that's what I want to do. If you want to work, it's selective, but you can. If you will, I'm going to support you. I'm going to do everything to do it. When my wife wanted to say she wanted to do social media, I'm like, I'm going to buy your damn equipment. I'm going to put you on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you everything that I know. You go ahead and do it. That's what you want to do. Go ahead and be happy.
The thing is about polygyny, can a woman, that's the thing though. See what he talking about, that's why a man can do that for several women.
Yeah, but he got to be a man of means.
He got to be a man of means.
hold up.
Got to be a man of means.
But can we?
But can a
Yeah.
woman
But can
do
we-
that for men? Does she want to? In 2024.
Because you're
My problem
answer
in
is no.
2024
Thank you.
is that a lot of men take advantage of polygamy.
That's just because if
That's what happens in 2024.
You can't take advantage of it if it's that's what he's talking about. If you take advantage of it, that means that a woman doesn't have any accountability of what decisions she's making. What we talking about is on the table. A man of means comes and presents it, and now a woman with the same power that he went on, that y'all agree with, agrees to that. That's what we talking about.
She has to agree.
So
to
a man
that,
taking
though.
advantage, a man can't ever take an advantage of that thing.
Yes, they can manipulate a situation to where
A
girl
woman could
feels
too,
like,
but we not talking about them.
But
Let's put them over there.
I'm
I
not
agree
saying-
with you,
we're
but let's
not
put
saying
them over
we're
there.
The woman is manipulating. You're saying she has to agree. But if a man is telling her X, Y, and Z and not telling her about a polygamous,
You sound scared. You sound scared.
What you mean?
Because the if is the middle word of life, ma'am. I got you. I want you to understand this. A woman can do the same thing. I could go out and tell a woman that I make X, Y, and Z a month, a year, or whatever else, and tell her everything she needs and check those boxes off and be a genuine man. But she can manipulate the situation too. A woman can be just as manipulative than a man. That's
100%.
We're not talking about character issues right now.
We're not saying that.
Let's put that to a side. What we talking about is a mutual agreement. What she described, what she was in, what he described in the beginning of the conversation. That a man who checks all your boxes as a woman, and obviously you have to check his too. That's why he talking to you, right? So if y'all coming in the table with some real genuine stuff, and he says this is how I operate, and she's agreeing to it. We're trying. His question is, the women in the room, what is your take on that? Is that capable? Is that possible from your perspective? Right. So when we talk about people that have character flaws, issues, lying, cheating, finessing, whatever else, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
We're talking about healthy
We're not talking about. We're not
So
talking
you're
about
talking
that.
about just a healthy dynamic.
Yeah, healthy dynamic.
That's what he said. Right.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. I don't see.
Right.
I mean, that's actually the best way to do it.
I think that's what dating is.
You're supposed to.
And that's the problem. That's what dating.
But my whole thing is, what I want to say is, to smooth in the room, all the passion we just put into women not sitting in their feminine energy for men to do whatever and try and be masculine. Can we talk about the men of 2024 that are trying to mooch off of women and trying to make women? Can we address the men that are not being the regular provided?
So this is gonna be a different topic. Topic. So what's
Hold
the
on.
topic?
Look, the mic was moved. Hold on. yeah.
Can we just address those men?
So address the men that what? This is a new topic. Address
So
the men.
I want us to address, because we constantly address women not being in their feminine energy. I 100% agree with everything that Smooth said. But we cannot ignore the fact that the way society has shifted, they have made it so that men are feeling more comfortable being in their feminine energy and are acting more feminine, and that is causing the women to also act more masculine. I can say right now that they're off of the top of my head, there is multiple men that I could think of right now that are sitting at home while his girl is working and he's taking care of the kids or whatever it is, and the roles switch. So can we address those men just as passionately as we just address these females that are too much in their masculine?